How goes it, guys? Dadbot Operator back again, and I got a question for you. Would you rather have a high-end rifle with cheap accessories or a cheap rifle that you then trick out and add high-end accessories to? Of those two choices, which one you grabbing? Today's contestants, the Ruger AR556 and the Knights Armament SR-15. I'm going to do a quick breakdown of each of these two rifles, and at the end in the comments below, put your choice for which one you would grab. Either the cheap rifle with nice accessories or the nice rifle with cheap ones. Let's go. Up first, the budget queen herself, the Ruger AR556, chambered in 5.56. As you can see, a few modifications done here to the basic rifle. This guy started off his life as a base model Ruger AR556. I'm talking like the A2 front sight post and the plastic handguard. Had the little Ruger backup iron sights, cheap Ruger furniture on it, and as you can see, the only thing that is still Ruger on this is, well, the upper, the lower, and the barrel. Everything else literally has been changed out with the exception of those components, and I'm going to go through those with you right now. Up front, you have a 16-inch cold hammer forged barrel, and honestly, Ruger makes really nice barrels. They're exceptional, especially considering the price point on these. This is a DI operating system on here, so direct impingement, meaning the gas cycles the action. The first high-end accessory we encounter is a Surefire Scout Light, which, if you're familiar with Surefire, it's about as high-end and rugged as you can get. Do have some UTG backup iron sights sitting on top of an Atlas S1 handguard. 15-inch rail on this is really nice and slim. M-lock slots on the 3, 6, and 9. Positions all the way around, and a lot of nice little holes cut in here to help radiate some of that heat outward. But it is a pretty slim grip on there, and it does get warm pretty quick. So I did stick a Magpul AFG on here to help with that. Coming on down here, we have some QD slots on the Atlas S1 there. And sitting on top of that, the EOTech EXPS3. Fantastic holographic sight, coupled with a Vortex 3X magnifier, gives you the ability to really reach out and touch those enemy combatants, let's put it that way. Ruger does a really nice job on their uppers and lowers too here. 7075 T6 aluminum. Put a nice little K&S anti-walk pin on here, which I believe I have backwards. Thanks for pointing that out, one of my commenters previously. Seekins Precision, fully ambi 70-degree throw on this. Not a huge fan of the 45-degree throws just because of tolerance stacking, and you want your safety to actually be safe. So I went with a Seekins Precision 70-degree throw on that, mainly because it's a little safer in my eyes and quite honestly not as expensive as the Radiant Talon. Ruger had a little A2 style grip on here, which I switched out with a Magpul MOE grip with some nice little storage compartments there in the bottom. Their cheap little Ruger stock has been replaced with a Magpul MOE SL. Really nice tight on here. You can see that guy doesn't move at all. Solid lockup, really nice and sturdy as well. Overall fit and finish on this is great, but I did forget something else on this side too. Aero Precision nickel boron bolt carrier group, and I've got probably 1,000 or so rounds on that particular BCG, and I can say honestly that's one of the smoothest actions I have felt on an AR in a long time. Just listen. Super smooth, really nice overall setup, especially whenever you take into consideration that this also has a CMC 3.5 pound single stage trigger. So no take up on it, and just a super clean and crisp break there. 3.5 pounds all in. A great base rifle to start, but it became an even better rifle with the addition of some really high quality parts and super high-end accessories. So all in all, if you're looking at everything top to bottom on this, it's probably about $2,200. With everything that's been replaced on it, Still didn't quite stack up to the Knights as far as cost, but let's get into the Knights and see which one you'd prefer. When you think of top of the mountain with regards to high-end ARs, a few come to mind. There's the H&K MR556, the LWRC ICA5, and the Knights Armament SR15. Beautiful rifle here, chambered in 5.56 as well. 16-inch cold hammer forged chrome lined barrel on this guy. Knights has good barrels, guys. They really do. DI operating system on this. Some really nice Knights Armament backup iron sights on there as well, with a 3-prong flash hider that is built to accept that Knights Armament suppressor as well. The first point of contention that we're probably going to come across is this little hand grenade on the end of the rifle that many people have been referring to as an IED here recently. That is the Olight Valkyrie. Now, I purchased this light as the first light that I ever bought due to mainly ignorance and being new to the gun industry. So I was unaware really of what I was buying, but this has not been a horrible light. I'm not going to lie, I have had a few malfunctions with it where it doesn't seem to be making contact properly with the battery. So that is not a normal place for this. But for purposes of this video and going with a high-end rifle and lower-end accessories, you're not going to get a whole lot lower end than that if you know what I'm talking about. 1913 Picatinny rail sitting on top of this Mod 2 handguard. You've got some M-lock slots all the way around this guy, giving you tons of real estate for any other type of actually decent accessories you might want to put on there. But for the purposes of this guy, I'm trying to unpucker my butthole here enough to allow that Olight to sit on here for the rest of this video. Coming on down here, we have Strike 2 against it, the Holosun 403C. Now, this is kind of their entry-level dot. They do have a lesser tier one that doesn't have the solar panel on top, but I went with this one because, quite honestly, for a couple $100, it's really hard to beat a dot of this caliber. All aluminum frame all the way around that guy. The solar panel sitting on top does give you a dot, even if you lose your batteries. Battery life dies, you still have a dot with that little solar panel as long as you have sunlight. So as far as an entry-level dot goes, this one's been great, and honestly, I've had zero issues with it. It's been everything I needed it to be. I don't kick in doors for a living, so the auto adjust feature on this is nice, and it does the job. I mean, if I were crapping on something, it would be the Olight on this. It would not be the Holosun for sure. 7075 T6 aluminum upper and lower on this with the all-important Stoner rifle emblem right there. Fully ambi control, so you've got your mag release on this side and your bolt catch and release over here, ambidextrous safety selector, and fully ambi bolt catch and release. Really nice placement on this as well for your bolt release. You can see just a little step up here and you're on your bolt release. Mag release there as well, and a scalloped, whoops, as I knock you guys around there, scalloped safety on this guy, giving you the ability to get your finger a lot closer without having to really worry about rubbing up against that. Now, you guys know what these rifles cost. Don't know if you know what they come with, but they don't normally come with the furniture you see here. They come with the cheapest Magpul grip, and it's the one that has the hole in the bottom, so there's not even a place to even put any type of storage, and they come with the crappy little Magpul CTR. I wasn't going to abide that, so I stuck a Magpul K2 on there and an LMT SOP mod stock. It also came with a fairly run-of-the-mill single-sided extended latch charging handle, but single-sided nonetheless. So, and I'm using some snap caps here, guys, so if a round comes flying out, don't freak out. Radian rapid charging handle to upgrade there, sitting up top with the back end of the Knights Armament backup iron sights as well. Best part to me, Knights Armament 2-stage trigger. These triggers are just phenomenal, especially for being mil-spec-ish. 2 stages, about 1 millimeter of take up. about 4.5, 5 pounds of brake that I can tell on there. Again, don't freak out, guys. Snap cap's coming. About a solid tactile, just really nice reset on there as well. A note about fit and finish. So you guys, again, you know what you spend on these rifles. Let's take a look at the Cerakote job on here. So Cerakote has been done even on the barrel. The barrel is Cerakoted, but the first thing that we notice here, some overspray on the flash hider, which is kind of interesting. And then you come on down here and you look on the inside of your mag well, and you see that they've just kind of stopped Cerakoting in there. Then the most disturbing part to me, now this guy has only gone in and out of a case and has literally been shot once, and I'm hoping that you can see here. But right here, the Cerakote's already starting to rub off. Haven't touched anything with it, haven't put it in the safe. It's been out in and out of a plastic case since I've had it, and it literally is rubbing off already. So fit and finish, based on the expectation you have for a Knights Armament, is somewhat disappointing, quite honestly. But I mean, you don't buy Knights to be pretty. You buy them to be a workhorse, and you buy them to be the rifle that you're going to grab if everything goes to hell. And Knights is synonymous with that, and that reputation ain't going nowhere. So guys, those are your options. The Ruger AR556 with really nice higher end upgrades and higher end furniture, higher end accessories, or the Knights Armament SR15, about the highest of the high in terms of quality and reputation in the industry for AR-15s, with some lesser tier, we'll call them, accessories on there as well. Those are the options, guys. Put your choice in the comments below for which one you would grab for your all-purpose, all-around rifle. To all of my current and usual watchers, thank you guys so much as usual. Really appreciate you subscribing, sharing the videos, liking everything that you're doing. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, welcome to the Dad Bod Squad. We hope you find these videos educational and fun. We've got lots more for you to watch. Beers in the fridge. We'll see you next time.